All right.
Okay, so today's is about like how to write the server side validations. Okay, so client side, I think you know how to write. Maybe if you use the JavaScript and all, so you are able to do it. But what about client side? So how can we write? No, by using in Spring Boot, we have something called as a Spring Validator or Hibernate Validator, like that we have. So by using that, how can we write? So that is what we're learning today. So here, like little bit uh, pretty straightforward method. Um, okay. So okay. So now what I will do is I will go to as usual resources. Okay. So here I will create one form that is HTML page. Next, form.html. Okay, I think form, instead of going form, we'll go for validation. Validation HTML. Next, finish. So here I'm giving hello from validation. Mm, okay, so here I will write at the rate request mapping. Here if I give form, it has to go to public string uh, login page. Return return validate, right? So validation, validation. Okay, so now um, I will run. Okay, it's throwing some error. Okay, so actually this one XAMPP haven't run it. So I need to run the XAMPP. XAMPP. Start. Start. Okay. If I go to form, okay. So hello from validation is coming. So now what I will do is, yeah. So we'll add bootstrap things into my project. Okay. So here I will add bootstrap thing, bootstrap forms I need to add. So for that, I'll go to Google, search for bootstrap forms. Okay, so in the forms I will go click this form. Okay, I think user email is there, password is there. Okay, so I will take the same example. Okay, so now what I will do is I will write the validations for email and username. Okay, not email and password. Instead of that, I will give email and you know I will also write validations for this and username. So why I'm choosing not passing password, because so I just want to give the validation for the forms. Okay, so for that, okay, so here I will paste, save. This is the restart button. Restart. Okay, I'll click here. Okay, so the forms are coming. Okay, so forms, bootstrap forms are good. Okay, so it is coming. So now um, okay, so this is email. It's email, right? So okay, so what I will do is here the action is going for action page.php, right? So instead of that, I will give at the rate slash process. Okay, so when I click on the submit button, it will go to the process. So here I will give method as post. Method is equal to post. Next I will give, okay, so what I will do is see what I will do is okay, see first this is my login page. Okay, so here there will be email ID, there will be username, there is a checkbox, and there is a submit button. Okay, so first what I will do is I'm just writing some simple Spring program. So it is just like if I enter the this one the email ID, okay, it will print. Okay, here for example, if I give raj@gmail.com, okay, so it will print in the another screen, and username Rajesh, imagine. Okay, so it will print. So the first I will do that. So in the next what I will do is if I give empty, okay, empty fields here and here. Okay, so if I click the submit button, the validation should come here in the down. Okay, not the JavaScript one, the server side validations should come here. Okay, it has to display the error message here down. Okay, so and checkbox also we are writing. Okay, so that is what we are doing. So initially what I will do is I need to display the username and email ID, right? So for that what I will do is we want something called as model. Okay, so models to stay store and to print it. Okay, so we need to use the model. So for that we have to use the getter and setter methods and all these things we have to use. So here okay, so here we are using, since we are using theme leaf, so we wanted a theme leaf tag, so which is already there in new product. Okay, so the tag is this one. Okay, so I'm just copying this tag, and now here this one I'll just replace with this. Okay, so here I have label, input tag is there here. How to give th, okay, object is equal to login data. Okay, like that I'm giving. And here, okay, so here I will give th value is equal to dollar th, not th, it's dollar login data dot username. Okay, so whatever I enter in the form, okay, so that will be stored as login. Okay, oh, this is email, right? So I will give login data, so email, like this. Okay, so this one. And here this is what the username I have to enter. Okay, so username. Okay, so id is here. Okay, so here username, I will give username. Okay, hey, no, not type is text. Okay, so here type name, I can give username like this. And similarly, right, so email I'm giving. Here I will give username like this. Okay, so this is login data, email, username, name as username, and name as email. Okay, okay, so now I think here the sounds great. I mean, it looks good. Yeah, yeah, that's all. Okay, so now I will go to the controller here. So here what I will do is, so I need to write some methods like, okay, so here, so since I need to store the data, so for that model next model dot add attribute login data comma login data. Okay, so we'll do one thing. I have to create one this one class name login data, finish. Okay, so here I will have private string username, private string email, both I have. So here I will have right click, source, generate setter getter, select all, generate. Okay, so I want to print the username in the console. Okay, so for that right click, source, toString method, generate. Okay, so this is to print in my console. Okay, so for that I have given, so here model. Okay, mm, okay, so right login data, login data. Okay, so this is for the validation. Okay, so I will have one more request mapping. So this is for like if you success, okay, if login is success, then public string, okay, public string process form. Everything the codes I will give like this. Return success. Okay, so templates, how to create the success here. So the file, not file, other HTML success. Next, finish. Okay, uh, user logged in like this. I think logged double G. Okay, so I will just restart. Okay, refresh. Okay, so when I click the submit button, it has to go for success. Okay, okay, some error is there. What is that? Okay, see here there is a syntax error I've done. So which means in the validation here, right? So there is a problem here. Okay, so because of that, it is not going to the next page. At the rate slash process pro. Okay, I think spelling mistake. Yeah, here in the controller, login date not the controller. Hmm. Okay, see what is happening is the action I have given, right? So here this is actually theme leaf action, th colon we have to give. Okay, because of that it was happening. So let me restart. See here, user logged in is coming. Okay, So now what I will do is initially whatever I print here, okay, email and pass, yeah, username, it has to print, sorry, it has to print when I click submit, it has to print here, okay. So to do that, so what I will do is in the success, okay, so in the controller, so I need to write few more lines. This is like at the rate model attribute, model attribute, login data, login data, login data, okay. So whatever I give, so let it print in the console as well. So here I will give login data, okay. So let it print here login data. So okay, this is done. Now what I will do is, okay, so it has to print, okay, so it has to print in the success here, success HTML. So for that, okay, I need to put this theme left tag here. So here like h1 dot text is equal to dollar login data, okay. So what we have to print first, it has to print the username, okay. Next it has to print the email. This is email, okay. Now what I will do is, let me restart. Okay, click on form, okay. So here I will print Raj @gmail.com, Raj, okay. When I click on submit button, so it is printing Raj and @raj@gmail.com, okay. So it is printing, and if you observe in the console, see here username and email, it is printing, okay. So now this is okay, there is no issues. So when I click the submit button, so whatever I enter here, when I click this button, it is fetching me to that particular page, okay. So now what we have to do is, we have to add the dependencies, okay. So to write the validations, we have to add the dependencies. So for that, let me close the tab, this as well, okay. So now here we want Spring Boot, Spring Boot, okay, validation, Spring Boot validation, Maven dependencies, we wanted this, okay. So okay, so we'll go to one site and check how to use it. Okay, so web is there, JPay is already there in my project. Okay, so we have to add this dependency they're telling. Okay, the see here, Spring Boot starter validation. Okay, so I'm just copying this. Okay, and I will put in the pom.xml. I will paste. I will paste. I will. Okay, so it is downloading the dependency. Okay, so now the Spring Boot validation. Okay, so this is I've added the dependency. So how to use it? Let's see the documentation here. So yeah, see here, not blank message name is mandatory. Not blank message, sorry, email is mandatory. The same thing we are doing it. Okay, so Rain, are you here? Hello.
Yeah, I am. Sorry,
Just
my mic
one
was
minute. I
muted.
will be back. 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
I will have some water and I will come back. Okay, just wait for two
All
minutes.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so now, if you want to give any message, okay. So for example, if the fields are no, then you can use something called as not blank. Okay, like this. Okay, I'm using this. Uh, okay, so we can use on top of username here. Okay, so import. Okay, what are the dependencies? Why it is not detecting? Now it is coming. So it is giving Hibernate and Java X validation. I will go for Java X validation. Okay, I think Hibernate is required, I think. Yeah, I need to use Hibernate one, yeah. Okay, it is deprecated, but still it will work actually. Mm, just copying and here email, okay, email is mandatory, okay. So like that, I will use this methods, okay. So next, so in the controller, okay, so in the controller, see, once you added the dependency, okay, so what you added is this dependency, okay, Spring Starter validation. So after that, what you did is you added this two, you know, this two fields, not blank, not blank, like this. So okay, so here login data. Okay, see here we have to add one annotation. Did he add it in this example? See here, he added something called as valid. Okay, same annotation we have to use here. Okay, so copy here, valid. Okay, so now I'm going to import this from Java X validation. Okay, so this is okay. See, now what I will do is, uh, see, we have to fetch whether here the things are working fine or not, right? So for that, I will use something called as binding result. Okay, so here, comma, binding result, binding result. Okay, so this binding result. Now, what I will do is, if result, okay, if result, okay, result has errors, okay, result has errors, then what I will do is, I will put a statement saying error occurred, okay, like this. After that, I will write, okay, so let me print the result as well. So what is the error, right? So result like this, okay, very simple. Okay, so just add the dependency, the validation, okay. So after that, specify not blank, not blank, and you can give the message whatever you want. So that's all. Okay, so after that, come to the controller, just give valid. Okay, make sure you are giving valid and binding result. Okay, if the result has error, then error occurred. Okay, so now let me restart. Let me go to the form. Okay, no error. See, when I click this button submit, okay, let's see, when I click this submit, okay, if you observe here, see here, login data, see, failed error in object, login data rejected value codes, see, not blank, login data not blank. Okay, so see here, name is mandatory, email is mandatory. So which mean what is happening is, so it is throwing us the error. Okay, so no issues. So now what I will do is, if you are, if the result fails, okay, if it is an error, okay, so what I will do is let it stay in the validation only, okay, let it stay in the validation only. So let me restart. Okay, so now I will give slash form, right? So when I click this submit button, okay, it has to stay this submit button only, okay. Submit, see, it is not at all going to the next page, okay. So which mean it is throwing us the error, and also it is telling two errors, okay. So which mean, so the Spring Validator is working fine, okay. So now only the thing what we have to do is we have to display if here the message, the whatever the message is coming, right, the message has to display here down, email, enter the email, enter the username, like that it has to display down here, okay. So here we have to write, okay. So that is what we have to do. So that is basically the server validations, right? So now the server validation is right. So from the backend, very simple, just add the dependency, okay, like this, and just specify what is the message you have to give, that's all, okay. So from come to the controller, and the controller just give valid like this, and binding result, okay. If the result having the errors, then stay with the validation. If it is not, then go for the success, okay. So that is what we are doing here. So now where we have to go, we have to go to the let me close other tabs, it will confuse. Here in validation, okay, so here we have to write the message, okay. So message we have to write. So here this theme leaf is there, right? So it actually provides us, all if errors are there, okay, then what we have to do. So everything it will be provided, okay. So now what I will do is okay, so here mm, maybe here after a value here, okay. So th colon, okay, th colon each, okay, each error, each error okay. I will do one thing, I will put this in div tag, yeah, I think better I'll put this in div tag. E colon, okay, dollar fields 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 dot errors, errors, okay, errors, then okay, for the email mm, okay. So here if email having errors, then okay, theme leaf text, th text is equal to $e. Okay, so id I will give for this div tag, the id I will give as server error. Okay, then class is equal to form error, like this I will give. Okay, so now what I will do is in the div tag here, th class append is equal to dollar fields dot. Okay, think this has to come in flower bracket. But as error okay in the email. Okay, if the error is there, okay, if the error is there within the single quotes, okay, if the error is there within the single quotes, so which class we have to call? We have to call this here, like this. Okay, colon, like this we have to put. Okay, so this will be available in the internet. Okay, so theme leaf error like that, if you give, you will get all this. You need to write all this code like this, so it's already available in the internet. So see why I have given for loop, because there will be multiple errors, right? So for sometimes the field will be empty, sometimes you have to print the email should contain the at the rate, like that. Okay, there will be multiple errors. For that I have written this for loop, and what I did is for this I have given the class called as form error, that I am calling here. Okay, if the fields having this email field having the form error, like that I will calling here. Okay, so let me stop and restart. Okay, now I will click on form and you enter. Okay, so there is a error. Let's see what is that. Could not fall fields as error. Okay, so in this line there is a error. Okay, so let me check. So id is there. Okay, so we'll do one thing. The id is there, right? So here I will put one more. Okay, that is name. I will put name is equal to email, like that I will put email, like this. Name I have added. So let me check this line. This is the one, right? Okay, see here, this dollar should come outside here, this one. Okay, okay, now I think it will work. Fields dot as errors email form error. I think now it should work. Let me restart. Okay, so now let me go to the form. Okay, still error. Let me check what is that. So this time line number 24, here only there is some error. So what is that error here? So let me check. Th class append. See here, this actually is there, na ash we have to give here. Ash, here we are going to write ash fields, like this we have to give ash fields. Okay, dot as errors mail form error. Okay, I think now it should work. Let's see. Uh, okay, so now the form, let's click enter. Form is coming. Name email address. Okay, so 1 minute. Name email. This is not required. Yeah, I have your name email. That is work fine. Let's see. Stop. Stop. Hmm, let me restart. Okay, so now form. Okay, so now what I will do is I will just click on submit. Okay, so it is throwing some error here. So let's see. Hmm, line number 26 here. Okay, so in 26 there is some error. Okay, so okay, so this is something like this within the flower braces. I think by this time I could have copied from the internet. Yeah, this tags and all. See, it's available. So if I type na, I will make silly mistakes. Okay, form. Okay, so now when I click submit, see here, email is mandatory. Okay, see where did I given the email is mandatory. So okay, see, one mistake I would done, input type email like that I have given, that's why the like this is coming. Okay, so input type should be text. Okay, that won't repeat. See here, and also I'm getting this, email is mandatory. So where did I given the email is mandatory? In login data, see, email is mandatory. So this one here it is printing, right? So yeah, so I think now it is no issue. Let me restart the server. Okay, click on form. Yes, still it is giving, yeah, name is equal to error. Why did I given name is equal to error? Okay, let it be. So whatever. So when I click the submit button, so it is giving name as mandatory, email as mandatory. Okay, so the server validation is happening. So I will do the same for username as well. So here, same thing. So what I will do, first let me copy the div tag. Okay, I will copy this div tag here. Okay, so here I will paste this. Okay, so I will paste this. Okay, so here fields errors, what is that? We have so id is let me remove this. Yes, I can change this like this username. So here just replace email with username. Okay, now this is fine. Now next I'm just copying the class append this one. I'm just copying this and I will paste here. Okay, so here this is what username, copy like this. Okay, so now restart. Okay, slash form. Okay, see when I click the submit button, okay, when I click it, see, email is mandatory, name is mandatory. Okay, so now the server validations are working fine. Okay, so now we have successfully implemented these things. Okay, so now this is okay. So next what I will do is I will implement for the checkbox. Okay, I will implement for the checkbox. So to implement for the checkbox, we need to add one more field. Okay, so that is in the login data here. Okay, here I will add one more field, that is private. Okay, private boolean agreed, like this. Okay, so here at the rate, okay, assert true, message must agree terms before you log in, like that one message I will give. Okay, so here click this import. Okay, this is for the checkbox. uh, click assert value. Okay, so like this we have to message is equal to like that, right? So message equals to here. Okay, so for this I will give getter and setter methods again. Again right click, source, generate getter setters, select all, generate. Okay, so save it. Next I will go to the validation. Okay, so here the same thing, this things we need to add. Okay, so here checkbox. Okay. Mm, copy that. So input type checkbox. Okay, so this actually will copy, and I need to paste inside the div tag. Okay, so here I will paste this. Now I will copy this one. I will copy this, and yeah, I need to copy this. I will paste here. Here I will paste. So name I will give agreed. Okay, agreed. Why? Because no, here in login data I've used agreed only, right? So this one agreed. Now here has errors. This is also agreed. This is also agreed, and this is also agreed. Okay, that's all. Okay, let me type checkbox name is agreed. Okay, fields having agreed, form error. Okay, okay, so now there is no error here. Now no error here. Click on form, click enter. Okay, so now when I click this submit here, see here, email is mandatory, name is mandatory, must agree terms before you log in. Okay, so we have successfully implemented the server side validations. Okay, like this. Okay, so now we'll check form. Okay, oh sorry, form right here, form. Here I will give Raj @gmail.com. Okay, Raj. Okay, so I will give this. Click on this button. Click on submit. Oh, there is some error. Huh? Let me check. What is that error? Rejected value false. Uh, Login data control error. If finding result for login success. Let me clear. Let me rerun. Give some random submit. Okay, so there is some error. Okay, email is mandatory. I think we have something we have done wrong. Okay, let's check what we have done in the validation. Hmm. Okay, see here. This is email, enter email ID, email. This is fine. Email is working, na? Email is working, or which one is working? What is the error we are getting? For username, it is working. Hmm. Text. Email. Login data dot email. On error right. Agreed. No, this is right, but creed. Okay, let's see. I have the same code here. Boolean agreed must agree the term, same thing. Okay, so just probably in themely file typing, I would have made some mistakes. Okay, so it's themely it's available in internet, yeah. So we don't need to type it actually. So if you change these things properly, it will work. Hmm, this one. This is for username. This is for checkbox. Okay, same code only, but somewhere we would have done some mistakes. See, ID is agreed, name is agreed. Okay, maybe here and there we would have small mistakes because of that. Okay, okay. When I click submit, it is telling email is mandatory, name is mandatory. Must agree the terms before you log in. Okay, there is an error. So now what I will do is I will enter. So this batch, click this, submit. See, it is logging in successfully. Okay, so in the sense, so while writing the code, okay, so probably what will happen, So here and all there na. So label email is there. So while doing the changes, I think I have not changed it properly. Okay, so if you change properly, it will come. So if you want this, then in internet also it's available, the same code. Okay, just you can type it out. Time leaf, Spring Boot. Okay, server validation. Type this. See, form validation, time leaf, same thing. See here, instead of no, not null, what we used here, we used, see, not blank we used, right? So instead of that, this method is deprecated. Okay, so you can go for not empty, not null, like that we can go. Okay, that we can go, same thing. Okay, see, sizes also we can define, size also, minimum maximum, like this. Okay, see here, I think we could have copied this na. See here, alert warning, theme leaf, as errors, email, like this, same thing we have used here also, same thing. Okay, see here, so when you enter wrong, size must be 5, like this. Okay, so this link also I will just paste for your reference. Okay, so when you get free time, just work on this, because in the all your projects, so you guys can work on this server side validations. It will be very very useful while building the projects. Okay, so we'll give this link, same thing. Nothing much. So instead of not null, they use, see, not empty we have used. We use not null, right? So the method was deprecated. Okay, so you can try this tutorial if you want. Same thing, whatever we have done, the same thing. So what I will do is I can paste this in controller somewhere. Okay, so this, just go to the site and you can get a little bit more information. Okay, so this is about server validation. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Do you have any doubts?
No, nothing so far.
Actually, just practice it. While practicing, you will face some errors or some issues. Okay, so
Okay.
so then I think you will get it. Just follow the steps. So as I told you, na. So put like this, not empty or not blank, like this. Assert. In the
All
controller,
right.
you just put in the controller. Just put, okay. Make sure you are putting this valid like this. Okay. So then binding error. Okay, that's all. If you give that, if you give this 2 lines, then if you have error, it will print in the console. Okay, so whatever the error, the printing and the console, right, that has to come here, right? So that has to display in the form. See here, it has to display, right? So below that. So for that,
Yeah.
what I'm doing is I'm just in the time leaf. We have this tags. Okay, so this is a little bit hectic tags. While typing, little bit carefully we have to type, because question mark, form error, like this. Okay, this is for the time leaf. You don't need to remember this. It will be like it's available in the internet. So just
Okay.
paste these things. So what it will do is it will just catch you and it will print that error. Okay, so below here it will print when it clicks here, and email is mandatory, name is mandatory, like that, must agree before you log in, like that it will print. Okay, so this is basically server side validations. Okay, so if you want to do client side validation, then you can go for JavaScript. Okay, so instead of the front end, so if you're doing with the server end, it will be good, very good. Okay, so a lot of your projects actually they will use the server side validation. So very very important.
So what I will do is I will send you the project files, all this. Okay, just go through it, and the link is also attached to the controller. Okay, just go through it. Okay, discuss. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so tomorrow I will come up with few more concepts. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So
All
yeah,
right. Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Bye. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.